pretty much everything that you really need to think about here.
Okay.
So there's the Cuddy Blue and the Mantis are the only two ships that actually do any quantum interdiction, and we're only going to actually talk about dampening specifically here. So that is still covered the Cuddy Blue and the Mantis. And so what the dampener is it's a 2 kilometer bubble around the Mantis that will inhibit ships from being able to quantum jump away from you. Basically, as long as you're within 2 kilometers of them, they cannot run away. They cannot quantum away. You just have to stay glued to them. And it's that easy. So,
Rogers. When you're trying to keep that 2K bubble, do you throttle out maximum and just kind of go off the throttle and back on, or do you set it at like 330? Or I know it's kind of a dumb question.
so that's going to come down to piloting skill a lot of the time, and as you get more and more comfortable, it's going to get just a little bit more easier. Personally, I run decoupled unlimited pretty much 100% of the time now. I'm using dual sticks for input, so it makes it a little bit easier on the smaller control, but as you get there, your speed management will get better. All of your distances and everything will just get more intuitive, and it's like driving a car eventually. You just kind of know how to park, you know how to
Chef,
merge.
I'm going to walk away. I got a package at the door.
Yep.
I'll be back.
So
It comes like breathing.
yeah, so it'll come. Like for me, it's more about where do I want to situate myself in terms of keeping that 2 kilometer range? Do I want to sit at 1.8 kilometers into a nice loose orbit? Try to let the rest of the team do all of the actual work and just stay away, because when you're doing the quantum interdicting, they know that they can't jump away, and they know that it's you, whatever ship has a red bubble, keeping them there. So you'll very quickly get focused, and so it's putting yourself behind them most of the time and just getting into a nice orbit to match their rotation potential and not get shot.
Is it better to stay kind of like on the graphic where you're in an elevated position above them, kind of in a general dogfight scenario? You always want to have the higher ground and kind of let the light fighters sheepdog them on the left and the right, or
I know what you're saying, but like the whole complete freedom of 3D fighting has kind of ruined that idea.
or
Behind them, I can say behind them is safe. Don't look them in the face. Don't put yourself where their guns point.
You'll have to circle strafe them if they have a clue about trading. They know that whoever the QED ship should be their prime target, because if they kill you, they can jump away.
Yeah.
So you will have pilots that try and nose onto you, and you just have to circle around them. If they're in a cargo ship, that shouldn't be a problem, even if you're not the best pilot, to keep off their nose and just fly circles around them.
Okay, kind of just like a mosquito hanging around cats. All right.
Exactly.
Yep. Just an annoying little fly. So, getting back to this graphic here, looking at the little mantis in the middle, you can clearly see there's a 2 kilometer red bubble. So that is the interdiction zone. Anything within that is going to be interdicted. And then outside of that, going for pretty much an equal distance of the snare or the dampener, is what we'll just refer to as pretty much a green zone. It's
There's a picture in the chat at the
Yep.
very top.
he should have it up, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in the browser. Yeah.
So that's kind of just considered as like the processing space. That's where it starts asking for interdiction, and ships will get prepared to be put into interdiction zone. But anyways, it's the area of influence that your dampener actually puts out. So
Okay.
on the bottom is an orange circle, and that is the AZ zone, armistice zones. All point of sales, except for illicit ones, will be covered in an armistice zone where you can't use any weapons of any kind. If the green zone touches the armistice zone and they overlap at all, it jams the dampener and it will turn it off.
Oh.
And in most cases in our situation, it actually kind of breaks it. So you have to turn it off and turn it on entirely using F interaction. So
And have it recharge.
no, the dampener is instant at least. Only the snare
Oh,
takes a 30-second charge and a 60-second cooldown. So
Okay.
You can ignore that. Doesn't exist.
Roger that.
It does, but not right now. So those zones, yeah, they just can't touch. They shut everything down very effectively and quickly. That's, if you're lucky, you'll hear it most of the time, especially with the amount of lag on the indicators in the top right. It's, yeah, a lot of early merges end right there with the mantis not noticing that their snare went down, and he gets into the perfect merge. He's sitting 1.5 kilometers away, and then the guy just QTs away because your snare's turned off. And it hurts, and it's, yeah, it happens a lot. Shit happens. Okay, so there's a purple dotted line as well. This is the quantum floor. So every planet, moon is slightly different here, and you have to get a certain altitude away from the planet to get out of the atmosphere to actually jump away.
Word.
A lot of the moons we've been playing with lately are like 2 kilometers. Armistice zones, green zones don't change, so you're still sitting at about 5 kilometers high. And they're still jumping at 2 kilometers, so it makes it really interesting to try to figure out how to do it. We rely on them flying out autopilot style, which most of them do, thankfully.
Is that why SMO 18, aside from being a gold spot, is so popular? Because the ceiling is, what is it, like 11,000 feet?
Meters.
It's definitely one of the reasons.
It's
Okay.
definitely up there. That, and it's just the
Okay.
most lucrative gold
Right.
ticks
That's an
in the
advantage
game.
for us.
But yeah, it's more just an
not for
advantage
them.
to us. Makes it interesting though, because soft deathing is great, because then you can easily take control of the vehicle. The doors are all unlocked. You just have to kill the pilot, and you have the ship. Microtech's gravity well goes for 111 kilometers, which means you have to taxi the guy staying within 2 kilometers and just get them to keep flying further up and hope they keep flying straight up. Or you have to risk soft deathing them, at which point they fall back to ground.
And might lose half the.
And that will
hull.
lose like anywhere from 50 to 80% of your hull. It's almost like 80% to 90% gets lost, honestly. It hurts usually. So it's, yeah, no, that's the fun part, honestly, is thinking on the fly and trying to make the best out of any situation you have. Is there any questions right now?
Maybe a dumb one. What's just a basic minimum elevation or safe elevation when you're trying to set up this scout or interdiction? You know, like 1,600 meters up, something like that.
If you can turn on your quantum drive, you'll be able to turn it on with your snare up as well, by the way. And you'll be able to get a very accurate reading to the outpost. You should be 90 degrees over, and you're looking for about 4.5 kilometers from the outpost.
Okay.
That really does kind of change planet to planet, because all of the altitudes are done at sea level. So like SMO 18, for instance, is actually at like close to 1,600 meters or something. So you're actually sitting at 5,400 meters.
Okay.
So it,
I see what you're saying. It's definitely, with the 3D space, it's easier just to sit at that 4.5K. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
or like what I honestly do most of the time, or for whatever reason, is I'll turn on my QED while I'm backing up, and I'll back up until I can turn my interdiction on. And then make note of whatever altitude I'm at, and that's my safe altitude from there. Try not to go below it.
Okay. Awesome. I'm writing that down. Make it note.
In my, if I may cut in here, in
Yeah, of
my
course.
testing recently, I noticed that when doing that very same thing, like slowly backing up with the QED and my quantum drive active, there's a little bit of a latency. Like, you'll be able to activate your QED at, say, 5.2 kilometers, but then can actually go down, maybe 300 meters or so. So it seems like there's a little bit of a latency before the server catches up and allows you to activate. So there is a little bit of a comfort zone, but I would still recommend, like, just going up, and just like Chef said, once it lets you activate, stop climbing there and just hang out at that altitude.
Cool. I dig that. Kind of just ease back up in there.
It worked. I did not expect that party launch to work. I did launch. If you're not at menu, join on me.
Or just, oh crap, I'm loading in.
Okay.
Chef, I just saw that stick photo you posted.
Yeah.
Does that thing on the rail, like, does that adjust vertical height or no? It's locked.
It has vertical height adjustment, and you can move it further out away from the desk as well if you want.
Ooh.
And I have a link for that thing as well if you want. It's made by a company called Meza. It's like a Meza mount or something on Amazon.
Okay.
Or like 100 USD. Really good quality extruded aluminum, solid steel plates. The clamp is solid. Unfortunately, if you'll notice, it's actually kind of zip tied in place. You might want to do some research and get ones that specifically mount these sticks. I bought it for a T1600 by Thrustmaster. So
What do you have? That's the VKB.
those are the VKPs.
Gladiator, right?
So they like zip tie beautifully on. I have a little bit of adhesive tape so they don't slide around at all. And honestly, with the black zip ties, they look fucking pretty sleek actually. But they are zip tied, which is kind of shit. But zip ties, man, you can hold up an engine with like 8 of those.
That's right.
Mick has to go back to menu. I got stuck in my bed.
Oh, rough. I'm sorry.
But I'm already at Microtech, so I'm not too worried.
Cool. Alright, so back to the interdiction.
If you just kill yourself, you don't have to go back to menus.
I feel like that's a life lesson.
Zuka, are you pulling your hurt?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I just called it. I'm
Good
sitting
one.
at Hangar 14 at Tressler.
Okay. Does anybody need a mantis?
I'll take her from here.
Alright.
Cool.
I'll take my own mantis then. Cool. If you're pulling a mantis for the first time, pull it, store it, pull it.
Yeah, it took me like 2 days to figure that out. I was in chat. I was like, shit, man, I can't get off the floor.
I've known about it for months and I still forget almost every single time.
Well, apparently, if you just turn on power on your weapons, it opens the rear weapons compartment, and that frees you from the invisible bed.
Yeah, I found that out by accident the other day, and I haven't.
I think you're the one that mentioned it, yeah.
That it like popped me up. It was weird. Okay, so with
Should I call my Mantis out once he takes the hurt, or should I just hitch a ride?
if you can pull your mantis out once he heads out with your herc.
Apparently, I could pull in my blue before I get out of here.
If you want a blue.
Would you like a blue or a mantis? Zook.
They are
I-
pretty much
I have-
identical.
I mean, I have a Cuddy Black and I have a Mantis, so I kind of know how they both fly. But yeah, whatever.
The blue is noticeably faster. Like it
Okay,
has
let's try
stronger
that.
thrusters. It's quicker. It's more fun.
Okay. I'm coming back to go pull my blue.
Like I wouldn't say it's better than the mantis by any means, but
I hate the Mantis.
well, I hate you.
Are you sure that the blue's faster in instantaneous?
I think
the
it pulls
Mantis
more
has
Gs.
more pickup with the.
Oh, faster than the mantis? No, the mantis is faster on all counts.
Okay.
But it's faster than
You
the black, is what I was
Do you
saying.
still want
sorry.
the blue or the mantis, Zook?
No, I can just pull the Mantis out then. That way I don't
Okay.
hold you up.
I'll head back to the seat.
Do we need anything in particular here, or should I just grab a whatever?
Whatever. I'm gonna
Chef, do you want me to go land somewhere and then you guys come knock me?
Yeah, I haven't actually picked which moon is best to do this on. I was thinking like Cantwell Research at Clio should have like eternal daylight. Or it seems to a lot of the time. Yeah, it's in it's tidally locked, I'm pretty sure.
We're keeping with tradition. We can expect someone to show up and buy right in front of us while we're doing QED training.
Well, I don't
Yep.
think Ferrari has much to buy, which is another reason why.
I We could just do this at SMO 18.
Someone will fucking do
I
it.
thought
dude.
about it, but
happened the
10
past
kilometers
3
is too easy
times.
for them. I need to make it hard.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, that's where we're headed to as soon as we're done, for sure. But
Where are we meeting up at?
we're gonna head to Cleo Rigari, I guess. Is that the right name? Ryari, Cantwell.
This is
Ryari.
interesting.
I got. You pulled your. Hadn't got out of the hangar yet. I got.
Dude. It said you're like 126k away. I'm sorry.
I was waiting for the hangar doors to open.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right.
So-
back in hangar 14. Fuck. Sorry.
That was
Yeah, no worries. I'll wait till you're up.
I was like
In the seat
just starting to
properly.
leave the hangar too.
Shit.
It's okay. I'll let you know when I'm out this time.
Cool.
Is that Pew Pew Man? He used to be with us.
Pew Pew Man?
Chaos?
Yeah, well, didn't he used to
I don't
play with
recognize
us?
the name.
I don't think so.
Like, I
was
recognize
back
the
when-
name, but I don't recognize...
Before I left Chaos.
Oh, no way.
He was a
Power plant
prospect
not good
then.
enough? Oh, dude. Tressler has a Mega Stroke. Platinum Bay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With that technical update, David was saying that I should like unload every single component from all my ships and yada yada. So I did, and now, now the power plant that I put back in the blue is not sufficiently
Oh, is that why
powering the
you-
system.
Is it
Yes.
on?
Lift it off and crash
Yeah,
right back
that's
down. in the
exactly
hangar.
why I was like, "What is happening?" And yeah, okay, so I got to do that.
I thought you were saying that because I was shooting at you in the hangar.
Pain in the ass. No, you're good. You're good.
Did you
Alright.
actually put a size 1 in there?
I don't think I did. I just didn't put the same one that it came stock with. That's probably what happened.
Probably put a worse one, or you upgraded shields and the power plant can't handle it or something.
Right. So I just got to
Put the
fucking.
worst.
What is in there now?
Hold on. I honestly don't know. Let's see.
These hangar doors would ever open.
You can't open them, the other guy needs to.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
could you call ATC Izuku?
Should be able to just call it.
Solar flare is the power plant that I have in it. Apparently is not good enough.
I don't think
Not
it
even
would
close.
be.
Suzuki,
That's
press F11 and then you call ATC that way.
Yeah, I only have global chat and party. I'll have to get.
Well, ATC is one of your friends.
Yeah, it's in Friends tab.
Oh snap! That's cool. All right, I'm hailing.
Maybe you have to do it from the hangar.
Nope.
It should. I mean, it's still in the Opens comm channel of hailing, so it could just be
Okay.
laggy too.
Shouldn't need to.
Yeah, when I press it, call ATC, they just tell me it's already been granted.
Shit. All right, yeah, I'll come out to the spot.
Russ is already being wrong.
What's it say? Hangar 12.
14.
What? That's weird. Yeah, I thought it was 14, but on the screen it says 12. I'm hitting you over right now. It's a trip. Whoa! Black screen.
Yeah, Ryari's like impossible. 2.15 kilometers for the jump, and 5 kilometers for the minimum snare height.
Let's Tressler.
It's like a solid kilometer they can jump before they're even at us. It's mean.
Is it opening?
It is not.
Alright. Might have to land on the ground. Fucking,
I'm on the
shit.
ground.
Word. Oh, damn. Engine knocked me over. Gettysburg. Alright, pop up in here.
Also, I'm also being scanned by the police. This is profiling.
Whoa! Alright, there we go. Elevator.
They told me I have fines I need to pay. I should go take care of that.
Oh, you got a level 1 or 2 CS?
Yeah, level 1. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. They were hitting me up yesterday as soon as I was leaving the hangars. Same thing. Alright.
You should be able to call it just from anywhere.
Let's do it again. Because I'm sitting in the co-pilot chair right now, so that's... There we go. Alright, sweet. So, let me get out of this motherfucker.
About time.
Nice. Learn something new.
That's new.
These doors remind me of the intro to Get Smart. Yeah, the elevator.
Enemy detected.
Are you out of the ship?
Coming to kill me.
Not yet.
Okay.
3, 2,
I see you going down.
cool. And I'm gonna send it back up to the top. Alright, cool, I'm off the ship. I dig that uranium comment. That's pretty cool. They actually have a new type now. It's made from like bromine or something like that. And it's like $3 a pound, and it doesn't have any of the fallout qualities. Pretty cool. Mantis, and you're out of the hangar.
Give him another sec or so. Make sure he's
I'm
jumped.
out of the hangar,
All right.
and yeah, I'm gonna jump. I wasn't. Yeah, it pulled me back.
No way!
That's why I hadn't jumped yet.
You have to. No way! You have to seriously quantum jump.
I'm right in front of you.
Fucking shit!
One day this will work. Anyway, let's go to hangar 14 together.
Anyone else at the station right now?
I just jumped away, but I can come back if you need.
Might be easier if somebody else just grabs their own ship. If somebody's available for it.
What the fuck?
What'd you do?
I swear, Chef, it'll work this time.
Quantums into a fucking planet?
Yeah, don't spline jump to players.
Yeah, did you try QTing to someone directly?
Yep.
Dad, don't do that.
Yeah. Make sure you get to the same side of the planet, hit the OMs, put yourself above them, drop halfway out first if you need to.
Oh, dude, I had that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
helmet for like months.
If it makes you feel better, it's probably clipped through the planet and it's like gonna live at the center of the planet with all of the other people's kits who've done that. I don't know why that should make you
Get it
feel
all
better.
back on a major update.
Where are we going on Cleo McGrath?
Cantwell. Ryari.
Magical paradigm, Charlie.
Makes you feel any better now is the best time to have learned that lesson. Instead
Right.
of like racing towards an actual target.
Yeah,
Think of-
no, that is what
Think
you're
of
doing.
the the disappointment would be extra real in that situation.
Trustler. There we go. Fuck.
I fucked up and did it the other day. We had a hit going down, and I think I jumped to War Dog by accident. I wasn't paying attention. Straight through the planet.
Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll actually clip through the planet seamlessly. And then get
That's
kicked out
usually what
underneath the ground. And it used to happen so reliably that we could like do it with like a 100i, then clip that into jail and log everybody in through it.
I almost
That was cool, wasn't it?
I almost fucked
Alright.
that up. I didn't know you were flying over me.
I'm off the ship.
Okay, wait till I've confirmed that I have QT'd away, not just left.
All right. Oh, fuck.
That's dirty beats everybody else here. It's rough.
Well, technically, Mimic was first, and then just for some reason jumped.
Slow and steady.
Fully out of the hangar. For whatever reason, it's saying I am not obstructed, sir.
Yeah, no, I was like 300k away from fucking Chief.
Chef.
Chef. Chief Chef.
Yes.
I don't know. I glimpsed over and I looked at it. I didn't look at it long enough.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm in the
Worked
middle of
fucking
QT.
hard for that title. I'm gonna enjoy it for a few more years.
Zook, I have exited QT.
Roger that. All right.
Boys, we got a red Cutlass Black. It is an NPC.
Yeah, I've just been ignoring him. Seems to have been leaving me alone.
Column Mantis.
Alright, and you're almost in jump finally.
Right.
That was an adventure. Simplest things always are an adventure.
I better not have to call this thing back because it's a Mantis. I'm pretty sure I flew it here.
Hey, Chef.
Yes.
Hold your gear up so I can get a screenshot.
That means I have to this button, that button. The gear's the only thing holding me in the air.
Oh shit. Here, I'll send it back down.
Yeah, that does look badass.
Oh no, dude, I'm not trying to go in. I'm just here to see if it takes off.
Oh, we're thanks.
What?
You didn't.
I did. I was on the same side of the planet as the party member as well, and I couldn't target the thing. Oh my god.
Did you
Haha,
plan it
sweet.
too?
It, like, you were in a perfect straight line. I couldn't target the station.
How frail the shields are.
Do I need to call it back?
No, we'll
got
get
Corsair.
Hey,
Pariah.
yo, chill.
I'm gonna just... I have to step away for a couple minutes.
You do you, man.
My bad.
I understand.
Who's going for Pariah?
Were you the one saying you could pull cargo ship?
Yeah, I can pull a Corsair or an Andromeda. I imagine a Corsair would be preferable.
No, fuck it. Bring the Connie or the Andromeda.
Roger that.
It's more,
Hit up Tressler.
like, honestly, it's more on par with the C2 than Corsair is.
You think? That's why I said probably the...
I don't think that's.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe it's a bit too quick. I don't know.
I mean, the C2 is like in a league of its own for no reason.
Right? Like,
think
that's why I
the,
was thinking that the fucking Corsair's not fast enough.
I feel like the Corsair is more of a boat than the Connie is.
Well, that's why I was saying, like, the Corsair is...
Oh, okay. We're on the same page, just different intentions.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
I
I'll
wanted
pull
to
the
make it
Connie.
harder. I wanted to make it harder.
Yeah. I'll pull the Connie.
But, like, either one's decent. Whatever you feel like flying more. Like, that's tough.
I'm almost done making some dinner here and I'll join. But I'm already suited up in my blue.
So close.
Vito in a blue and I'm stuck in the Warlock, dude. What a fucking turn of events.
I know. Actually, if you want to borrow my warlock while I do finished doing stuff and think I'll just pull another one later. I'm at Tressler.
No, I've got a warlock. I just
No, blue.
when we move to piracy, I might take you up on that.
For sure. Let me know.
I hate not having a QED, but I also maybe it's just because I'm a bad pilot. I miss the tankiness of the fucking blue too much.
Dude, that's what I got salty at yesterday. I'm like, nothing happened and I died. What the fuck just happened? Yeah.
Just don't get shot.
I feel you, bro. I know, you get shot. But, to be fair, I did engage a ghost, which...
Yeah, I mean, you're losing that fight.
Exactly. And I didn't really think that twice through, because he engaged first, so I was just like...
Plus that,
mutual destruction.
You talked about that guy last night that killed, like, 3 or 4 of us?
Did he come back after I left?
That guy was a filthy fucking ghost pilot.
Oh, then I feel less bad. He was pretty good.
He killed me, Taco, and Nord.
Right.
Every now and again, you just find somebody like that. I know somebody who just fucking trolls in a goddamn Aurora because he's better than everybody and he knows it. So
I have been trolled by that man, by one of those Aurora sneakies.
Like you gotta respect it when you see it, but
I respect it after like 10 minutes when I calm down.
Right. At the same time, remember that, like, if everything goes right, that's what we're doing to people. We're hitting them so hard and so fast and shoving our fists so deep up their ass and taking everything they got before they even know what's happening that
That's why I just laugh.
an hour goes by and they finally cool down and come to terms with the 5 million we just took from them. And, you know, like, hats off, we did it. I don't think they ever get to that point, fucking Care Bears. Alright, where are you at? I want to say he's
I'm sitting 4.5K. I don't have my... I guess it's 70. Facing east.
Cool. Where's this button? So, when it comes to tracking people, a couple things to really keep in mind is, like, very rarely do they go straight up. You gotta love it when they do, because then all you have to think about is matching their speed and accelerating soon enough that you can, like, catch them as they get up to you. Because if you just wait for them, they're gonna pass you at 500 meters per second and they're gone. Like, you're not gonna be able to accelerate fast enough even with all of your afterburner or boost, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
So
I got 5 minutes on the claim time.
Okay. So if you're looking at the little diagram, the whole armistice thing is an armistice bubble. It is a sphere centered around the whatever arbitrary middle CIG picked for the middle of the outpost. But it is usually on average about a 1 kilometer wide sphere covering the outpost. It's a sphere, it's a dome. It's almost always like ground height as well, so it only really raises up to about 500 meters. So you can kind of take for granted you're looking at a half sphere centered on the outpost, which means you're good to come down to the ground. You just have to make sure that you're 450 or 4,500 meters away from the outpost when you hit the ground. You can't be closer than that. Like, it's a sphere in all ways. It doesn't magically get wider at the ground, or it's not on the ground as well. You can run the snare all the way to the ground, just don't land.
It feels a lot more natural once you get into
Yeah.
You'll feel it.
Yeah. As soon as you get in the area, I'd recommend kind of feeling it out. If you're in the Mantis, you're looking at the right side, so you want to hold F. And then there's a white button on the right side. Is it white? Yeah. It's kind of black.
Want me to charge it on?
You want to just activate the Q dampener.
There we go.
And if you want to slowly kind of ride towards the outpost at this point, it'll eventually knock it off once you get too close. I'm pretty much 100 meters away from that line right now. I'm as close as you ever really want to be. Of course, I'm dead above it right now. But yeah, all on paper, it's pretty simplistic, and there's not much to it in my opinion. I don't know. Now that you're sitting in seat, do you have any questions or anything?
No, not really. How do you know when it actually turns itself off?
So in the top right of the corner, you should have the interdiction symbol, a circle with a diamond and a square with a slash through it type crazy nonsense. If you don't have it beside the comms array icon, you're not having your snare on right now.
Alright, so it's powered on. Do I have to right click?
Nope, you're going to have to F interact back to it now,
Okay.
and it should give you the option to enable it.
You can't buy weapons at Tressler, can you?
I don't think
Yes,
so.
you can now. I just found out. I
Oh,
thought I was
shit.
at Mike L1. It even has a Morozov kit.
Oh, perfect. I gotta stock up on
Yeah.
shit here later then.
Yeah, I don't know when they did that, but I just found out. Tressler can be a real home now.
Yeah, I finally reset my fucking spawn points there because I'm sick of fucking dying at fights in Microtech and respawning at Area 18.
I don't want to hear it right now.
Hey, I did it like 3 or 4 times last night.
Me too. That's why I ended up leaving. I didn't want to fucking QT for 15, 20 minutes anymore.
How's it going,
Fucked
Zuka?
up.
Finding your way through all of the controls. There's 2 layers you got to do. Got to turn it on.
Yeah, so I got it turned on through the MFD,
Cool.
and
So
it's
now
not charging at all.
it doesn't actually charge. It should say enable. If it doesn't say anything, you might still be too close to the outpost. Though,
Weird. Okay.
guessing you should be pretty far away from it.
Yeah, I'm sitting about
Yeah,
5,000 feet in elevation.
Yeah, you should be good by now. So if you hold F and interact back to the same place on the right side, it should say enable. I hope I didn't say left side. I might have fucked that up. Sorry.
Are you cool if I bring the Corsair instead?
Yeah, if that's easier.
Yeah, I
Do
haven't
it.
gotten much flight time with it, and I wanna.
Do it. As I said, fly what you enjoy. Just give it a fucking hell and make it hard for us. Have fun with it.
Do my best.
So yeah, on the right side, after it's turned on, it should have an additional option now saying Q dampener enable.
Yeah, for some reason it's not. I might have to hit the ground real quick and do a power cycle. Do you think that might be a problem?
Just do it right now. Just tap U, tap R.
Have you deactivated your QED? Turned it off and then turned it back on?
Yeah.
Oh, did you have your full snare running?
When I was flying through, like 3 or 4 minutes ago, and you're like, yeah, turn it on, and kind of just feel your way around the planet. I was kind of flying over the outpost.
Did you have your snare running, the full snare?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
so
you
you're
turn
right.
off your QED right now and make sure you can see your weapon systems on the right side, you have your 2 guns, but the right weapon, your second weapon group, should have a cooldown little sphere in it, slowly ticking down. It's I don't know how to describe it. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, it doesn't even have that either.
All
It's
right.
nuts.
Try to turn it on again then.
All right. Back on. And see, here it goes. It gives it 0 to 100, but it's still in the red.
So that UI is for the snare specifically. We're kind of not worrying about that. On the right side, it should say Q dampener enable specifically. And once you click
No.
that, it should turn on. All right, I'm going to share my screen.
And that's going to be on the MFD on the bottom left, right?
No, bottom right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
About the same, place.
Oh, Q dampener active.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
shit, dude, it's right
There you
there. I'm such a...
And
No
they don't really
worries.
make it
Yeah.
very intuitive.
No.
Okay. I'm getting it now. Yeah, Q.
All right.
Yep, and there it is on the top right corner. I gotcha.
Cool. So the only heads up you have for when it actually gets knocked down by the getting too close to the zone is after a few seconds that symbol disappears. And if you notice the little red waves around your ship if you're sitting in cockpit disappear.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
okay.
pretty
So-
tough, especially when you're really focused on trying to get the merge just right. It's it's a lot of patience. I lean heavily on keeping my nose 90 degrees down and use my upstrafe completely,
Okay.
100% upstrafe, and just
So
roll
you're
myself.
Just basically, yeah, space barring across the objective.
Yeah.
Roger
And
that.
just trying to stay above it. But I also keep in mind, as soon as I start picking up speed and moving away from that center point, I can start really, really slowly, and this is where it gets hard, is trying to roll yourself down the outside of the armistice zone and not clip into it. Because you want to try to get yourself down to his level as quickly as possible. Especially where we are, it is a 2.1 kilometer quantum altitude. So it's actually possible for them to just like exit atmosphere quantum away, and we can't get close enough to even do anything about it.
Yeah, that's how it is when I'm a space trucker in my seat too. I just plot the course and roll.
Yep, that's mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
have to
this-
hope that enough firepower makes them fucking think twice and panic run, right?
And so when I'm doing this interdiction and I'm just shadowing this cat or attempting to shadow this guy because I'm gonna suck, I'm not going to hit him with any of these distortion cannons or nothing, right? My job is just to snare, and that's it.
Hell no. If you
No,
have
I can
clean
do
shots
a
and
few.
you're safe, and yeah, target engines, try to get to the back shields and start getting your way through. Always try to
Okay,
get an
alright,
engine
just
off.
pepper.
Like,
Okay. Pepper.
there's gonna be moments here, and there's always gonna be some level of direction happening. Like, it's very rarely that it's just a free for all here. So there might be a call out where it's like, if we're in microtech, let's say, we might try to take them up to 110 kilometers. So at that point, it's going to get really specific. Only shoot them if they start deviating from not pointing directly up. And
Okay.
basically try to Pavlov the shit out of them and be like, no, fly up. And as soon as they break into fucking 0G, you know, then that point it's just kill them. But
Cool.
so beyond that situations, but like especially for even what we're doing right now, if you're rocking distortions, stop at the shields, I would say. But yeah, try to get through his shields.
Okay.
Like as long as you're not rocking ballistics, let's try not to actually chip paint.
Cool. All right, I'm ready to. Ready
But
to
that
suck
goes
and
both
learn.
ways, remember. Like if Pariah picks up a fucking turret gunner.
Yeah, speaking of, I'm sitting here at the landing pad, Pariah, if you want to
I'll scoop you up.
Yeah.
So
Get
Can I make
interesting.
some? Can I make some practice passes, or
yeah,
will it affect the charge?
yeah. No,
Okay.
that does have 0 cooldown. The worst that happens is you have to turn the system off and turn it on. And honestly, I'd recommend crashing it and then flying back and just see how it kind of works. Because, like, personal experience, you should drop
Crashing the
F.
QED, not your ship. Don't crash your ship.
Yeah, don't crash your
alright, yeah,
ship.
it's
Just
like,
the
okay.
QED. Just the QED. Get it jammed or whatever it is, whatever happens to it. But that inner thought system, the whole hold
yep.
F interaction, it does weird things sometimes where, like, if you hold F and click on, even if it's ready to turn on the dampener, the UI won't show up for some fucking reason. It'll just sit there doing absolutely fuck all. So if you hold F, turn it on, drop F, hold F again, and then go back and move your mouse over, a lot of the time, especially in a stressful situation, like taking the time to do it twice like that will actually save you a lot of time, because instead of spending 10 seconds waiting for the UI to finally pass through and get an update,
Okay.
by reloading
Yeah, I
it,
see
you
that
just
now.
force it. So, I don't know. I consider it like double clutching in a fucking race car. Like, yeah, it takes more time to actually do the shift, but there's reasons why you would want to double clutch in an older race car. I guess you don't deal with that shit anymore. but-
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Analogies. I'm gonna have another bong rip here. Or are we landing at this point?
I'm touching down at the pad to pick up 30
Okay.
and to get started.
So what we're gonna start going through here is actual, pretty much.
Your wings, dude, your wings.
Oh yeah, toggle that shit. Always toggle
Wings?
your wings in the Corsair. Like, I don't know what the
my
keyboard
wings
is.
are up.
I know,
Are
toggle
you
it.
landed on the ground for us?
Turn
Or
it
for you?
off, turn it on. So when you turn on your landing gear, it automatically raises your wings for you, not for other clients. So they'll see your ship fucking flapping around and doing all sorts of crazy
yeah, for
shit.
us, you.
Oh,
there
what-
you go.
No, I toggled it before I deployed the landing.
They
gear.
need to be looking at you.
Yeah, I was watching that. For us, you landed, your wings clipped, and you like flew off the pad and,
Yeah.
and levitated away.
Yeah.
Their
Wow,
clients
okay.
need to actually be looking at yours to have your ship actually properly loaded. They fucked up some of the container loading systems or some shit. I don't know what they did.
Desync, yes. Yeah.
Alright, I deployed and
Now they're
closing
up
the wings
for
again.
us.
Yep, just gotta toggle it. Just double tap the fucking keybind. Mine's F1 on my sticks.
It's just Alt K on keyboard, which is really not convenient.
No, not
Man, I thought
really.
you were a goner.
No, I knew to do that before I landed.
It's just
but
fucking your side too. That's I can't believe how rampant that bug still is. Okay, so yeah,
doors are open, dirty.
what we got setting up on the ground
Okay,
here,
so-
they are going to act as a mock trader. So we're going to kind of go through the whole steps of pretty much our bread and butter, how we get paid, and what we do for a lot of, pretty much all of our highly profitable operations the last little while, I bet. So, almost always, you want to wait until you have pretty much a decent, clear, what's the word, you know that you have a target. You don't want to fucking be like, oh, I got somebody, and then realize that it's a frickin' Cutlass that's parked upside down and is actually just completely unclaimed at this point. So I tend to look for shields is the best way to go. Like, I end up scoping out everything and actually trying to put eyes on it, but if I see a ship with shields on, pretty much right then and there, I'll call that out, because 90% of the time, if it has shields on, it should hopefully be actively used, especially if it's on a landing pad. Knock on wood, it's something to go by, I don't know. So the first thing I would end up doing then is calling out, making it very clear where I am, who I am, and what I have. So in my case, it would be, this is Chef Heiska, I'm at Rarari, what is the name of? Cantwell on Clio? No, is it Clio? Yeah. I have, what is it gonna be?
Corsair.
Thank you. Corsair. I only have Captain Dirty. Are you flying? Or is he not?
No,
here?
he's on my ship. He just got on board.
Cool. And I have Pariah 6 in a Corsair. And so after doing the initial call out, that'll at least let, like, one other person will usually show up, at least. We try to push to not get everybody to fall in, so, like, kind of hesitate. Quantum Interdiction will usually show up. Like, I don't mention it, but I pretty much show up to every single call, but I'm rocking QED, so it's kind of my best interest to get there as fast as possible. Even if I'm going to hang out at 30 kilometers and do fuck all, at least I'm in the area.
Word.
And then from there, it's pretty much a bit of a waiting game, and you're going to watch the target, try to get a scan on if you can. If you're primary QED, you're not going to go in for a scan. Right now it's broken. You need to get at least 90% of signal strength, which means you're like a kilometer away. You can't get within 4.5 kilometers of the guys, so that's not happening. So
you'd have to have someone else scout it.
somebody else will come in and do the scouting usually for you in that situation, especially if it's going to be a cargo ship. And we're going to pretend that this Corsair is like packed with gold and rum. And at which point, once the cargo ship decides to leave, you'll give concise and brief updates to whatever's happening, let them know that it's taken off and headed out. Like, try to keep away from play-by-plays, but let the team know what's actually happening as it's progressing. And then from there is the most difficult part of really what we do, and we've called it the merge, because you have a 2-kilometer bubble, you have to get 2 kilometers away from them. So you have 3.5 kilometers to shake, really. So there's lots of limitations. You can't cross over the green zone and the AZ bubble. And yeah, questions. People were saying things, but I just powered through.
Nope. Sounds, yeah. So
Sure.
keep it, in the beginning, kind of like the 3Ds, distance, the basic description of where you're at, what it is you're looking at.
Yep.
And then when it comes to getting on site, it's basically I guess an important situational update or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So
Mimic, are you here?
No, I'm halfway. I gotta grab fuel and then I got one more
Alright.
jump.
I love this game, right? Yeah, I don't know if you want to just jump in and try this out yourself. If you want to watch somebody else do it real quick and get a kind of feel for what it ends up looking like.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see some, see a demonstration.
All right, well,
kind of see how I go through.
I'm live on Discord right now, or should be. I'll just continue this on then. So yeah, Chef Heiska at Cantwell. I have Pariah 6 and a Corsair. He's loaded with alcohol and gold. At which point everybody comes to me. So right now, if you look on my multifunction display, I can see what direction their ship is pointing. So I'll pretty much always orient myself with them, keeping up for me their forwards direction. And that way I can just always use up stuff. And it's, yeah, something easy. All right, Pariah 6 is taking off.
Okay.
What were you saying, sorry?
Are you sitting directly above the outpost right now?
Yeah. I am 4.6 kilometers above Pariah 6 right now. All right, he is running.
Yeah, it's like 2,200 to jump here.
Right? Oh, that's not nice. He has a turret gunner. So yeah, at this point here, hopefully I have friends with additional quantum. Ah, stop shooting me. So yeah, I'm going to hide pretty much underneath of him here and just try to stay unknown. Force him to have to roll here, but like I have friends at this point, so...
Is the lowest in elevation you got was 4,600 feet?
I didn't actually look. I was looking completely at
Yeah.
him and thinking of where the outpost was in relation to us.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll just kind of orbit here. I'm spending far too much time thinking about words than I am actually fighting, so...
I've been on him too.
You guys make it look so easy.
Yep.
Got that secondary.
Alright, I'm gonna break off here.
I'm gonna move into position. Above.
You only lost me once.
I thought I was gonna clip the AZ zone there. I cut that really, really tight. You might want to
That-
try to put more
right.
distance.
And right at that, when that happened is when you lost me, and it was literally for like 2 seconds. Like, I couldn't have jumped. Like, the symbol went away, but I still had to calibrate.
Cool. Yeah, no, this is pretty much an impossible scenario here, so...
Do we want to reset, or are we still
I like that.
chasing?
Oh, we should be resetting. Sorry.
Okay. Kill
Some
your,
dancing. Yeah.
yeah. Dirty was just holding left click on that turn.
Right? It just made me run like a... Just go hide for a little bit. We're
That is
mean.
a important call out to make as well, Zuka. If when you go to scan the ship after it's been loaded, it shows that there's more than one person on board, that's going to be a turret gunner. And
Yeah. And
your
they're overpowered.
yeah, cargo ships have powerful turrets if they know how to fucking point and shoot.
How often do you guys run into turret gunners? Because as a space trucker myself, I'm a selfish profit kind of cat, and I don't want to know.
Oh, they all are, man. All of them.
Yeah, you and 99% of the traders.
Yeah, it's not very often that we run into a crewed ship.
It's really
then,
cool
you
to
know,
see a
it's-
crewed ship or a ship with an escort. Like, make us think twice about doing it. Oh, I love it.
And as far as like the boarding action is on the C2, I've seen a lot of folks take those 2 SU boxes and get them up to the second stairs of the Hercules, and they'll put them over the ladder. Because
Oh,
if you're not in the
cool.
party, you can't use the operator or the fucking elevator, right? And
Yeah,
you're
so
forced to
actually,
use- yeah.
Stranger Danger ran into that the other night. This fucking role-playing org tried to arrest him for piracy. They baited him, and they blocked the top of the ladder with a box, and he was trapped in the cargo hold.
I wonder if it was ITC.
It
That's what
was
it was.
ITC.
Yeah, I was around for when he created that. That was about a month ago when we created that.
You were in that org?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Do they,
Yeah, we
like,
Huh?
are they normally delusional?
Yes. Yeah, there's a couple of cool people in there, you know, like there's 1 or 2 cats, but like Enigma and all the other cats that create these events, they are heavily into the RP, and yeah, that's why I had to back out, because they'd make all these announcements on the, you know, the general chat. It's just like, dude, I'm not trying to catch any shade for your guys', you know, bullshit, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, because they said they weren't role-playing. And we were all like, I mean, we saw your video. You were certainly role-playing.
Yeah.
And then they also were trying to make it like they won, and Stranger posted a 30-minute video of him just repeatedly killing all of them.
Nice. Yeah, they think that they
It's
like
funny.
the whole SPK is a hotspot for them. They hang out in Ita, like the Ryder Ita spot. I turned them onto that area, so a lot of barrel runners will just sit off of Ita because the resources never drop below $9,000. I mean, you could have everyone in the fucking server there, and it just pops it out so quick. But yeah,
Yeah, like, you want to do anti-piracy, like, that's cool, but don't act like you won when you did.
well, and the shit thing is they have a whole piracy clan too, like inside their thing. Like I was a part of that too. They didn't really do much, but you know, it's like, well, what the hell are you guys? Either, you know, you're role playing like this, you know, corporation that is security and all this, but on the back end of it, you're, you know, snuffing out cats at SMO 18 like the rest of us.
Curious.
Maybe that's some real like meta PMC shit, right? Where they say they're doing good, and then really they're just like pillaging. It's like
Art imitates
pretty.
reality.
Yeah, it's art imitates life for real. Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
Well,
so I'm
let's get
reset.
here.
Wagner
Thank
Group,
you.
Starset.
So on this
Zuka.
call out, it'll be my ID, so it'll be, you know, it'll be Zuka, and then station location, right?
Yep.
Okay, station location, and then what was after that? Sorry.
What it is.
So, like,
a
when I'm-
name
when I'm
and what
rolling
ship
in-
type.
Who, what, where.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it is, yeah. Who are you?
And then-
What do you have? Where do you have it?
That's all
Okay,
concise
cool.
like.
Ship spotted. Got that. I dig that. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be the initial call out. So I'd be like, hey, this is Zuka. I have a C2 full of gold at SMO 18. Or is that too? Is
No,
that
that's-
okay? Is that
that's-
too
That's
shitty?
perfect.
That's
It's
Okay.
sometimes helpful to include the moon or planet if it's a less common one, because like I, for example, don't have every station memorized, so sometimes it helps me at least if you say the moon.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
So in this case, if we
planet,
were here, you know,
Yeah, if you just want to use
Planet
this place for
station.
fun. And like I don't actually remember what moon this is, so
or
Cleo.
Cleo, I
Neither
think.
do
Yeah.
Is it Cleo?
Leo.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
Cleo.
cool, we are on Cleo.
What's the place where we at? I can't see it. 'cause
This
there's so
is
many cats on
Ryari Cantwell.
it. Ryoki. Okay.
Ryari.
They're
Ryari.
all called Ryari. It's the second word.
Oh.
It's like the unique identifier. So
The more
this
you know.
one's Cantwell.
Alright, Cantwell.
Okay, so it'd be like, all right, this is Zuka. I have the Corsair spotted on Cleo at the Riari outpost.
You want to
And this-
use the second word specifically though on this place. So Cantwell.
Cantwell.
Yeah.
Riari Cantwell outpost.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right, because it is a generic. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I just learned that
Spacing
too,
out.
honestly, right now. So,
Okay.
only been playing for like 3 years. I'll pay attention one day.
Okay, cool. And then once I have that called out and I'm just sitting here stalking, how do you know what distance direction, or the, let's say I'm targeting this Corsair right now, how do you know which way they're facing?
So if you look on
The-
your multifunction display right now, the top right one should be target information.
Oh, snap. Okay, so yeah, I see him moving around right now.
So if you just roll, if you're pointing straight down, you'll be able to put the front of his ship at the top of the screen. And pitch
Okay, yeah.
makes it
I see that.
annoying when he starts pitching
Even-
down like this, but
Even if you just have me targeted and you're looking at me,
Yeah.
like you see how there's a little rectangle around my ship when you're looking directly at me.
Oh, yeah, and there's that freaking arrow. Dude.
Yep, that arrow is my
Oh,
nose.
man. Word. Okay,
And
sorry.
it's always a relative view, so you're always relative, like the relative direction of your ships is what the display shows.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay, cool. So yeah, it'd be the, hey, this is Zuka. I have a Corsair at Clio, or on Clio at the Riari Cantwell outpost. Over? Pretty
heard.
much? Yeah. Okay, alright. And then we'd wait, we'd get a scalp. Okay, they're out, they're on their way.
They are.
Pursuit. Oh shit. Let's see. I don't want to get some boost up. Oh, I lost it. I dropped below.
That's fine. You can recharge. I can't jump yet.
Oh shit. Roger that.
Till you lose me, you haven't lost me.
Finally. Jesus.
Get it up. Giggity. Activate it, come on. Woo! I'm forgetting the fire.
Honestly, it's okay. QED is freaking hard and kind of requires
Shit,
a
I gotta
lot of
stay
effort.
orientated. I
Yeah.
gotta get below the ship. Okay. I see it. Dude, this is making fun. Oh, and then I gotta break off. Yep, gotta break off because he's gonna smush me. Right?
That's a
And I gotta
bitch
stay a
of
little bit.
problem to have.
And then
The
I gotta fly back around to him. Okay. Shit, I should have came below.
cool. The F keys aren't working to power manage.
It's
Just
because
because I'm
Dirty's
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know why they insist on that mechanic being a thing, but it's really
Sometimes it's the
obnoxious.
last
You need to
person
change
to
it.
enter the seat. So if the pilot gets out and back in, they should get given full control of the ship, especially in the Corsair.
Yeah, but he's in the co-pilot seat as well. Can you throw full power to thrusters?
Yep.
When you are decoupled, do you have VTOL on in atmosphere or no?
No, I
Mantis
don't.
doesn't have it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
And for the blue, I wouldn't recommend that
Okay.
until there are use cases for VTOL, but if you don't know them very specifically and practice them, I wouldn't try it.
And I can't see them manipulated either.
All right, cool. So it's not just me.
Okay.
I can't even drag it down on the MFD. That's cool. Thank you, game. Very cool.
Just trying to stay under. This is
Yeah,
Are you flying
decoupled
decoupled?
flying is something that will take some time. Like I've ventured into lots of racing and other just straight flight aspects of this game.
Hmm. Yeah, the only way that I keep up the way I do is with decoupled, because the way you want to do it is pay really close attention to your delta, like whether you're converging or diverging from the target. And you want to try to do that as gracefully as possible, and when you're not fighting the coupled like zero speed tendencies, it'll be
Shit.
so much easier.
Okay. You got away. My bad.
It's much more fluid.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, if you guys want to reset, that was pretty freaking good for whatever it's worth, Suka. Like, it's not trivial or easy by any means here.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's especially when you're on when you're kind of like that's the point, that's the key ambush right there. You're the freaking claim, you're the cat
You're
setting it all
everything.
up.
It all like,
I like
works
it.
or fails with you, right? You're the op,
No pressure.
right? No pressure.
Now I gotta figure out what the hell.
We usually try to have a little bit of redundancy. So, like, ideally, there's at least 2 QEDs, so it's not like 100% on one person, but yeah, sometimes it is.
Like, especially
Yeah,
as a Mantis
yeah.
pilot, knowing how your snare works to some extent's nice, because at this point, if this was like a true hit and we were this deep into space, with having another QED with that one Fox being that close and that being able to hold him, basically, what you'll do is continue fighting and keeping pressure on to make sure that they keep fighting back and not get wise and try hard maneuvering. But you'll charge your snare, because you're far enough away from the outpost now that you can without an issue.
Okay.
And as soon as that snare goes up, suddenly that 2-kilometer bubble is a 20-kilometer bubble, and everybody can just take a big breath of relief and not have to worry about it because he ain't going anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And that all being said, you will certainly let them go every once in a while, and it feels bad, but it happens to everybody, and no one's going to be upset with you for it. Like, you know, it's practice makes better, and it's hard. It is hard. So,
like, we had
Yeah.
Stranger Things, one of the other pirates, fucking flying a C2 yesterday, and I was hoping he'd come back because, like, I couldn't catch him. He fucking flew away from me 3 times in a row and just...
Stranger's a filthy.
that was a
fucking
fun,
pilot.
Right?
It was a fun training.
Oh, man, that was fucking gold. He just, like, he would go right through the armistice zone and force me to follow him, so, like, he would drop my snare on me. But he's too low to jump at that point, so we're going at max speed, you know? Like, by the time I look at the button, it's ready to turn back on, but that means I have to take a few seconds and actually turn the fucking snare back on, and...
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we're probably ready for the advanced version of this.
Hold on, let me get back up to altitude. For some reason, this sucker doesn't want to stop.
Right, if you want to lead them back through the green zone next time around.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask when we were doing that. I was like, do they ever come back and have the...
Oh, yes.
They do sometimes, but most traders are stupid. I mean...
They don't do it as much as they should.
Panic.
Desperately trying to educate the community.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
we'll
if they
see
watch
how it
Dirty's
goes.
videos. If these traders watch Dirty's videos, they'd be doing it more, but do they? Probably
We had
not.
a guy do it the other day.
That's
Just
exciting.
Dirty shooting his video. He crept up right to the real slow from the outpost. I mean, we were shooting him, but you know, fucking C2, it's tanky. And second he hit that jump ceiling, he was gone, and we couldn't snare him because just too low of an altitude.
Sorry, guys.
Take some time to figure out where your OM points are. You can usually meet them there. They're the easiest, safest place to go. And if you have a QED waiting at the fucking OM point for him, then, well...
We tried chasing, we couldn't find him.
Yeah. If he's
Yeah, they get
really
away
smart,
sometimes.
he'll have picked a zone randomly in deep space and be properly gone, but...
The other counterplay is to have everybody just unload everything once you see, like, oh, this dude's just slow creeping.
Wanna buy Nord and his fucking Ares Ion, please? I have respect for that ship for that one reason. That fucking Ion.
Yeah,
packs a
an Ion
goddamn
or an
punch,
Inferno,
right?
something like that. Yeah, they're handy to have in that situation.
Should
When we
bring
have
back
a
the
large group-
Hurricane.
It feels
Right.
useful.
And there's
But if it's a small
too
group,
much of a
5 or
person.
less,
Yeah, it's
I
too
don't
much.
see the point bringing it out.
Can
Yeah,
we
I agree.
can we have Mimic participate in this one too?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's just get Mimic run back up. Let's get Zuka to do the merge and one Fox hang out, but keep your QED off.
Hold on a second, I gotta... Dude, what the
You
shit?
tracking that,
My
Mimic?
ship...
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I was
I'll
flying
sit,
decoupled.
I'll sit up at 6,000 meters and I'll do the snare for him.
You're in a Mantis? I think the snare is gonna be close to like 35k kilometers, right?
Yeah, I gotta get back.
25? I think 25.
25? Yes, sir.
Maybe I'm wrong. Is it 35? Try and tell us what you get.
Yeah, I'll
Good
let
luck.
you guys
I
know.
vaguely remember hearing 35 is the number last time we were in training, but
Yeah, I
Fortress
tend to run a
Redemption, I have
dampener most of the time, cause like
Yeah, because that's way too.
It's
far.
limiting, right? Like you're.
It's very limiting. Because if you think about it, right, you're able to get away from that at 6,000 meters. I'm gonna have to jump down to you to even try to get my dampener to work on you.
Honestly-
yeah, I'll come back down with my secondary dampener.
Word.
Yeah.
Or with my dampener. And
Like if you can walk them up to that distance and then get somebody to charge and power up a snare, that's like ideal circumstance in my opinion.
That's
But
the whole reason why I wanted to come tonight. Is to play with the dampener a little bit, but I kind of have that down. More of the snare, like what, other than like catching them before they are able to like get to the place that they're trying to get. Like I get that it works as like a butterfly net to stop them.
yeah,
That's a
Why-
class
like when-
of its own, honestly.
Is that what it is?
yeah. Once we get a couple more of these runs in, like I'll go over fishing. But like it's really just built for fishing. Like it has its purpose as like a good safety net for when we're doing these ops if you can use it, but it's hella restricted. Like it's overpowered as fuck. Like it's a 20-kilometer quantum dampener. Like
Yeah, but you're throwing a dart in the middle of a pool type of thing.
yeah, but
You know where
doing
the fishies be
fishing,
swimming.
you know exactly where they have to go. And that's the beautiful part, is that's where they have to go. Unless they're really smart, but if they're smart enough to do that, then we can't actually fuck with them anyways, so they just root gesture
And
the
thing
shit
with
out of
the
them.
snare, right, is once you deploy it, it's up there, right? Like it doesn't go back down.
Yes. It has a 60-second cooldown as well once it turns off.
Unless you go through a green zone.
Anyway, it turns
We're
off.
set down here if you guys are.
Yeah, let's
Set
actually
up.
run this, and then I'll go over snaring later if you don't mind. Zuka, take it away.
All right. This is Zuka. I have a Corsair spotted on Clio at the Riari Cantwell outpost. Over.
Hey, Mimic's coming up in a QED. I'll be there in just a moment and give you back up.
Roger that.
Creepers.
Look at that, I'm
Looks
here.
like Corsair's taken off.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure.
Attempting to merge. I see that spacebar thing's coming into handy a lot. Yep. Come on. Stay up there. Oh, I lost it. And let it charge.
You lose it that way, it's pretty much just how quickly can you turn it back on.
Shit. Yeah, trying to F interact too. Come on, baby. Come on. QD off. On. Back on. Dude,
Then 2K.
what the sh...
Oh my god. I hit B to jump. Well played, Mimic.
Let's take him back down, yeah?
How close were you to being able to take
Active.
off, Pariah?
Got it.
Like I said, I hit B, like I was holding B to jump right when the symbol popped up.
Yeah!
And this moon, we have atmosphere, so your speed is much better regulated. But if it's a 0 atmosphere moon and you're coming down at like 1,200 knots, be very careful to not pancake and dissolve because it will happen to you. Especially because
call.
traders will do it too, and if you follow them, you'll vanish. So
Easy way to die.
one
It's
with
also
the
something
moon.
that none of the pros have ever fucking done before.
Oh, definitely not. No, definitely not. Me,
We're better than that.
dirty stranger, never. Me
Lawn
following
darting.
stranger, certainly not.
Who
War
lawn
dog?
darts?
Lawn darts.
Sorry, Pariah. Me.
Yeah. Ah, oh, there he goes.
Ah. Yeah, I lost it again because I dropped low. Sorry.
I
Mhm.
totally thought
It doesn't
we were
matter with
starting.
altitude. Oh, wait, did he cut through the outpost there?
Mhm.
I did.
Alright. Never mind. So that was actually on purpose on his point. He meant to knock it down. So I guess I
And
could have
what I
called it
found out
earlier,
is-
but keeping an eye on where that outpost is just super useful, and knowing when they're pulling a fast one and forcing you through the outpost is...
Should I keep my QED active just so I can keep that tracked?
It's
I always
50-50.
do.
Okay.
Like,
then
you
what I
can
found
go
out, too-
over the outpost. Like, sometimes it's definitely useful to upstrafe hard and gain altitude, and then come back down and meet them on the other side. Personally, if you're quick enough with F Interact and you're comfortable with using that UI and spend some time and really get to know your HUD and get good at that navigation, it's terrible, it's fucking wonky, and it's useful as fuck. I burn through it.
Where
Like 90% of the time it's faster. You will lose less time. Once you get really comfortable with decoupled, especially, you basically don't lose anything when you hold F to interact. It doesn't actually affect your thrusters because you're decoupled. You just keep going at whatever
I
your
dig
last
that,
trajectory is. If you're going to run decoupled, keep your landing gear down at all times.
Okay.
Having your landing gear down, as long as it doesn't affect your flight profile, there's some ships like the Arrow that drastically change when you have your landing gear. It puts your ship in a particular state that I call vector lock. No external forces can change your vector. Only your ship can change its vector. You now ignore gravity. You don't ignore wind, but I guess that's wind. It's the atmosphere around you, so that's fair. But all of those external factors stop giving a matter. So if you want to do like the daintiest fucking landing, learn to use your space brake just right, fucking decoupled with the landing gear down, you can just like come down at the perfect angle and just tap your space brake and just like a fucking butterfly, just boop. It's beautiful.
Well, and what I
Like
just
a butterfly
found out
thing that
too
you
is so there's like on the Mantis there's the two big buttons for your interdiction, you know what you call it, the
Yep.
Q dampener.
Yep.
And the one on the right hand side is the one that actually turns it on and off. I was hitting the one on the left and it was just QED on and off.
All right.
So I finally found out that the right one.
We'll
yeah.
do this after
100%.
let's do like one or two more good runs here for you and see if we can get you this fucking QED badge, because you're fucking killing it. Like, for whatever it's worth,
I
what
got
you're
away
doing
there.
is honestly the absolute hardest thing in this video game, from my opinion. Like, there's apart from just
Well,
raw
yeah,
Twitch
close
skills and PvP, this is
That other cat was on his ass though too.
right.
I think yeah, that other yeah.
I was gonna say
Alright.
I got away there, but QED 1 is already the hardest aspect of piracy, and 2, when zipping through the green zone like that, that's like the hardest thing to fucking deal with.
yeah. Okay,
So
let's
it's
slow this
just
down.
keeping a good idea on your TVI,
fuck is
which
going
is the
on?
fancy name
That's
for
what's going
those.
on right now.
Are we crashing?
No, I fucking
Okay, cool.
I had hit Alt K to close my wings, but I guess I didn't. I landed lopsided. I'm like something's fucky.
Okay, so have you heard the term TVI before, Zuka? It's called the
I wanna
total
say-
vector indicator, I think is the fancy term for it, and it's those two the two greater than or equal and less than or equal signs that show what direction you're going.
Okay. Yep.
They are everything, especially when you start flying decoupled. That is your only real sense of what direction you are / like true sense. You can get a feel from what's around you, but if you're in 0G in space, high up in the altitude, that's what you get.
Am I gonna have to F interact and kind of look around to just double check to make sure they're where they need to be? Because I'm trying decoupled this time just to see with my gear down.
Cool.
Wanna-
So that'll
Actually-
keep you moving. Just press and hold space brake once you're in a comfortable spot directly over top of the outpost, and you're pretty good to stay there.
So
Okay.
with the vector indicator, there's two things. The first is by default it's set to fade away when it's within like a little dead zone around your
Yeah, I've noticed
around
that.
your what's the word I'm looking for?
the
Crosshair.
main circle. Yeah.
Yeah, you can change that to be always on, so that anytime you have any vectoring, it'll show, even if it's just a little bit off your crosshair, which is in the
What's that-
game's. Go ahead.
What's that thing called again? The total TDI. TDI.
Velocity
and what is it?
indicator. So it's under
Turn.
game settings, and it's under pilot velocity indicator.
All right. Game
You can see it always
settings,
on.
pilot velocity.
And then you also have a little just in between, or I guess just at the bottom of your velocity HUD element on like your main heads-up display. Just to the right of that, there's a little disc with a dot in the middle of it. That is also an indication in 3 dimensions of your velocity indicator. So if it's off screen, or you would have to like turn your head, it'll show you in 3D space what your velocity indicator is relative to you being the center of that little sphere. So that's also useful being in space. If it's like, up behind you and to the left, you wouldn't want to be cranking your head to check that and fight. So you just see that on your sphere. And I even don't really use it that often. It's kind of
I've
a niche
never
thing,
looked
but it's
at
there.
it before. I didn't know
That
it
is a
was
resource.
there.
Yeah. And I use it sometimes to align if I want to like turn and burn. It's really easy to spin to the right direction quick compared to space brake, because you can maximize your brake speed if you align your main thruster to the opposite of your direction.
So then you can roll right on top of the target, pretty much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just more awareness.
Dude. Wicked. Okay. Let me get back. Yeah. What do we got? There's Sarah. All right. I'm gonna get down to elevate or get to reset real quick with decoupled. We're gonna sit at 5,500 feet. All right. I'm set up. Fun. All right. Are we waiting on me?
I think so.
Okay, all right. This is Zuka. I have a Corsair spotted on the moon of Clio at the outpost of Riari Cantwell. Over.
Hey, Mimics and a Mantis nearby. I'll be there in just a second.
Roger that. Fast forward through. It looks like the Corsair's on the move. Coming down to run the merge.
Hey, Mimic just got here. It looks like he's nosing straight out of the atmosphere.
Roger that. Coming to match. Shit, I need to get in there. There we go. Oh boy, let's get that turn going. Matching speed. Get up there. Ah!
And he made it.
Yeah, dang it. That is,
If you're
cool.
testing out, are you testing out
it's
decoupled right now?
Yeah.
I can just kind of go straight line for a little bit.
Oh no, that's no. I was just sitting there kind of watching in awe, so that was my fault, dude. I was just like, wow, that's cool.
No, I mean, no, because like decoupled is, if you've never done it before, it's very different.
Yeah, it's a lot. You kind of have. I have to anticipate his move maybe 1,000 feet earlier, I think, because he just zipped right past me. Yeah.
So when you target somebody on the where it says their name beneath their little pip icon, there's a distance, and then in brackets is your closing velocity or your relative velocity. So the greater that number is, the faster they're approaching you. So when you're trying to merge with them, you want that to be positive so that you're getting closer, but you don't want it to be so positive and like in the 300, 400, 500s that once they actually do get to you, they don't overshoot you so fast that it takes you enough time to catch up where they can jump out of your range. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you always want to be balancing that, right? You want to be balancing that as close to like me. I do like 150, 200 if I'm trying to close quickly, and then once I get within like 3 or 2 clicks, I try to close closer to like 100, and then when I'm on them, that's when you can kind of visually guess it, but like 20, 30, 40, 50, somewhere in there where you can feather it. And decoupled makes it easy to feather and like have more resolution in your closing speeds, but you don't want to make it like 1,000 kilometers or 1,000 meters a second. They rip past you and you can't burn up to them.
Okay. Oh shit.
That's a good point. There's a lot of like flyby sensor, flyby instrument here. Your heads-up display a lot of the time seems to be at least initially, a lot more important than the actual visual information you get.
Yeah, well, like once I'm within a kilometer, probably I don't pay any more attention to my HUD unless I'm like descending and I don't want to hit the ground. But
Yeah,
it's mostly visually. You can just see if the ship's getting closer to you. Then you kind of pull your vector off so you don't slam into him, or you hit the brakes or whatever. You just kind of adjust real time with the visual.
Should
You don't
I
have to
just,
be with your HUD.
for the sake of training and not wasting y'all's time, do you want me just to do it coupled, and then off time I can kind of learn the decoupled flight, just more so on my own, because I don't want to waste y'all's time.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm going to
We're
leave
all
that
having
completely
fun
up to
here.
you. I am going to
Take
force
care,
you to
like-
take second here, so I'm going to get to teach you a little bit of what that actually implies between being the primary.
Cool.
And I'm going to open it up so somebody else can try to attack these guys for shits and kicks, because Cleo is, like, impossible. So, what secondary really is you're not worrying about that initial contact. Your primary concern, I would say, is more with the result of the initial contact. Basically, try to always think that whoever's making that initial merge is going to overshoot to some extent. So you want to be the person kind of coming in after the fact from a safe direction. You want to be 100% sure on your snare. You want to be really clear of exactly what's going on.
Okay.
I
Kind
don't
of the
really-
QRF. Yeah.
What's a QRF? I don't
Quick
know.
response
reaction
first.
force.
Oh, reaction. Excuse me.
Everybody will say it. Fuck. I feel weird.
That's
What
another
else am I
thing is,
missing here? I don't really honestly,
so,
having
like,
multiple
with the
people's names.
communication wise is it's just whatever flows best for you. If that like army radio lingo works best for you, then stick with it. But I'm just gonna be like, hey, mimics at Cantwell and Cleo, and Pariah stole all of our golden rum.
Word. Cool.
Like it just like whatever works best for you. Like this isn't like an operation. Like I'm having drinks. This is my fun time.
Shit, yeah.
We're,
Cool.
we're like
Yeah, I'll-
serious about being
Fun.
fun.
There you
A-
go.
and
You
and
better
doing
fucking
things
have
properly and winning is definitely the most fun part about everything, which does unfortunately require discipline to an extent. But yeah, no, fuck, none of that Milsim bullshit.
Word. Yeah.
Is there anybody else at the QED that wants to take over?
I think it should be you, Mimic. You're
can,
still a
but-
prospect.
Yeah, you can. You take it.
Get that work.
I was just double checking. Hey, this
I'll
is
be
Mimic.
third.
I'm on Cleo. We're in front of the Cantwell. I got Pariah. He's got our alcohol and gold.
Roger that. This is Zuka coming in. Putting support for you. Arriving on scene.
It looks like he's got a turret gunner. Just heads up.
Roger
And
that.
he's taking off.
Yep, he's moving.
In pursuit. Oh, shit. Get up there, baby.
Gotcha.
I would be gotcha, but
Yeah.
They're on us pretty good.
Yeah, sounds like I'm trying to roll so I can give you an angle.
I'm gonna take the top side of the target.
Focus on rear shield, whichever side you choose.
Roger that.
What we're real shield. Yeah, hold fire. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Good job, gentlemen.
Good hit.
Fuck. And that was actually like Zuka on the initial merge, or were you there, Mister?
I'm gonna give it to Zuku.
I don't know. I think that was a perfect merge because you were right up on his ass and I came down from that high 12.
Yeah, so my
I
biggest
almost
thing
ran into him though.
is when I started chasing him on the initial ascent at about like 3.4, I lost my QED. But then
I had it up.
when we flopped it back, I got it back on and I stayed on his tail. The furthest he got was 1.2 clicks away from me.
Nice.
So yeah, that secondary really helps out.
It's like
Yeah,
peace
great
of mind
buffer.
more than anything.
It takes a lot of mental stress off too.
Yeah.
Yes. That's kind of fun. It's kind of cool.
It's even more fun when you kill him at the end.
Right?
Get to
Yeah.
take all his shit.
It'd be fun to target ITC. I mean, I still have some of them on my friends list, and I mean, some of the cats that are getting old, you know. Because they really-
Technically,
Hold on to that for
technically
as long
that's
as you
not
can.
allowed.
Is
but
it?
Well,
Oh, fuck.
So
Yeah.
they don't allow
Targeted
they don't
harassment.
like repeated harassment, and I'm gonna put the emphasis on repeated.
I'm pretty sure repeated
no.
is in that sentence, so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
so-
we could definitely get away with one like well-organized, well-timed, like we storm in their server and fucking show them what the fuck is up.
Dude, let's honeypot their fucking honeypot.
Exactly, dude.
If they're gonna do like anti-piracy shit, let's get somebody trapped the way they did Stranger, then just fucking collapse in with like 10 plus dudes.
Yeah, because I think you guys might have made a hit on him. I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, and the guy's name was Riot Co. in ITC, and he was pirated. That guy was bitching in chat for 3 days in the cargo section. You know, just
No way.
way, man. I mean, I'm done. I'm, burning my pledges. I'm gonna go do something else. It's like,
Were my fucking wings up that whole fight?
No, they were not.
no, they were spread. Yeah.
What the fuck is up with this game, dude? At some point, I must have closed them again afterwards and not realized it.
South playback.
Whoever that was, I almost just hit you.
So, did that dude actually end up fucking melting all of his ships and getting a refund, or what? Is he still playing? Did he get over it?
No, he melted all. I haven't seen him on Star Citizen since that happened. Yeah. His name was Riot_Co, and yeah, he hasn't been on for about a month. Yeah, month.
You sure it was
6 weeks.
Chaos Squad?
I'm not sure
Okay.
because he was hitting Microtech, and I don't know too many.
It's a
Pirate
piracy
Wars.
hotspot right now.
What's the name?
Yeah, there's
Can you
tons
spell
of
the name?
pirates out these days.
Riot RIOT_ and then CO.
Wait,
He's not in our accounting.
that name sounds familiar. Oh, that was one of the guys in the video. That's why.
Fox, am I blocking your nose?
So
A little
was
bit.
Starboy Bob's?
Sorry, though.
All right.
You're gonna
Are we resetting here?
Oh, yep. Shit, I was sitting there just hanging out. Let me
No, right?
get down to
It's hard.
5,000.
Let me.
I'm gonna take 5. You're on your own this time.
I'll make it work.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, like that shit. Like it wasn't like a big deal or anything. Like Stranger and Taco were entertaining it because it was just organic.
I was there
Content.
that night too.
Oh, I keep forgetting you fucking. It's because Stranger and Taco are the ones I was talking about it with.
Yeah, I
last
left
night.
about
2 nights
halfway into it because I got bugs. But
Is anybody
Really?
else looking to take part and run a practice run for shits and kicks?
I can be the rabbit in a much faster ship if people want a little bit harder practice.
Who's saying
Sure.
that?
Yeah, I mean,
Send
yeah,
it.
whatever. Cool.
Let me get my speed right. So I would be the right top speed.
so far, there's nothing noteworthy on Microtech.
That's
That
probably
was-
good.
It's the acceleration
on
that makes
Smo
it
18
almost
earlier.
impossible.
Hey,
What's he
Pariah,
gonna
what
do?
would you do if, like, our ships like touch noses?
Just lower the top speed of the blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm lowering my top speed because otherwise I would just outpace or at least match.
What is it? Control or Alt scroll wheel? You should lower your thruster potential down to like 97, 95%.
I can get like
Yeah.
an extra foot in. I know I can.
You're gonna kill us both. Stop.
You'll still
I can
probably
get
outrun
an
on them.
extra
Things
foot.
quick.
Alright, I'll bounce.
Are you dressed like a fucking med runner?
Because I am.
Are you on boarding another crew? What's going on down there?
We're ganging up on the Corsair.
Technically speaking, this is art. Other people might say it's pornography.
Well, as long as you're filming it for me to watch later, I'm fine with that.
Exactly.
Thank you. Is this like a fully
Don't know how
crewed
to
Corsair
define-
now? Because we're actually fucked then. That's a problem.
Shit. This turret's gonna wipe us out.
Yeah.
Uh,
Remember the shields. Stop on
Oh,
the
are
shields.
you lifting up? Oh shit.
Um.
Alright, I'm out.
Okay,
Ah,
so
I'm
apparently
stuck.
we don't need somebody to make it harder.
That's what she said.
You guys
Is
aren't
there a
getting on
trader
board?
coming in? Or what?
No, I'm confused. I thought you guys were all getting on that Corsair, and then you all split off. I'm so confuddled.
Technically speaking, I'm getting off on that course.
I was offering to be the target here. If you guys want to,
Yeah,
I won't
like-
give you like the hardest time, and I won't jump, but just try to keep up. If you can keep up with me now, that would be, yeah, you would be able to keep up with the average trader.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Most
Which-
traders shy of an MSR, really.
Yeah, and I'll maybe, who knows, try to lead you back through the green zone. You know, just gotta keep an eye on that.
Right.
And
so,
this is the one
like-
fox in the Cuddy blue.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Cuddy really faster than the
It's not faster
the
than the
Corsair?
Mantis. Oh, it's
Significantly
much.
faster than the
Corsair's
Corsair.
slow as fuck, dude. It's
Yeah. Corsair's easy
the
mode.
blue?
The blue is quick
Huh.
as fuck.
Blue is muy fast.
It is beautiful. Like, if I were to buy another Cutlass, I don't think I will. It would be a blue.
I'm about to get a skin for my blue. Well, we got a Cutlass blue here. That one fox, too small, so he's only got some Revenant pollen. That's crap, but we want his shoes.
Shoes. Fucking
Got
nice
a
ass
Cuddy
shoes.
blue. Ah, fuck, dude. My fucking goldfish brain. Where the fuck? I've said it like 5 times.
Ray Ari Cantwell.
That
He's
one
taking
fox.
off.
And 12.
Roger that. Coming in to support.
He's taken off already.
Yeah, he's off. He's turning,
Flying
looking at the
backwards?
station.
Yeah.
Yep, he's getting ready.
Fast as fuck.
Woo! Boy, you got some speed.
Got him.
Yep. You're gonna be maintaining 1 kilometer.
Oh shit!
Lost him.
Lost him. Yeah, I just completely lost him.
He is fast.
Just stay on him.
I'm on him.
Hey,
I'm on
as
him.
Yeah,
well
just
as you
try, I won't
can.
jump away. Try to catch up. Try to see where I'm gonna go. Try to see what I'm gonna do.
Gotcha.
Anticipate the turns. He has to point the direction he's going to turn.
He's gonna lead us
Well-
to Armistice. Keep in mind.
Roger that. Moving back.
Trying to keep it above 4,000.
Or just power the fuck through it.
This entire area is an Armistice now.
He's a fucking
And
jump
if
height,
anybody sees
basically.
Captain Dirty's marker at less than 5,000, your snare's off.
I'm sitting right about 4K. I just kicked off.
Yep. He's
Okay.
doing it on purpose to us, this
Yep,
bastard.
yep, yep. Ooh!
Gotcha.
Oh, you guys were so close to dying there, Mr. Mimic.
Right?
Zuka, that was...
I'll die
That
for
was
the
close.
loot. I don't care. Train how we fight. Yeah.
Pursuit.
Yeah.
So having good awareness of your friends is super important. I usually pin allies more often than I pin attackers.
Going back down?
Wow,
Coming down.
you're
Yeah, you're
fast, dude.
Dang, he's fast. I'm even on the burn.
I'm gonna die.
He's going through Armistice.
Ooh, shit.
So don't black out when you're pointing straight down at full speed. It's scary.
Oh,
He's coming back up. He's coming back up.
Matching.
got him.
Got him.
And lost him.
He's stopping right in front of me.
I got him again. You lost him, I got him.
I
He's
really need to
shooting
get
back.
Ah, I lost the QED. Dang
I got him.
Going back up for QED.
Oh, he brought me real low. Mine's off.
Mine's off too.
Keep an eye.
I don't have any boost left, dude. Shit.
Anybody have eyes on?
Yeah, he's
I have
easy.
eyes on.
Right in
He's
front of
coming
me.
back up.
But I'm still too close for QED to turn on.
Mimics flip it back.
We're looking at each other like we're gonna kiss. Activated.
Active.
Got him.
Got him.
Rolling over. Trying to catch up. On him. Shit. Hey, he's squirt.
He is.
In range.
Brakes.
Braking.
We're slowing
Yeah.
down.
Brakes.
Sorry for cutting you off, Cuddy.
Mimics still got him.
Same
Oh,
here.
maybe
QED's one click out.
Not anymore.
Nope.
I think I'm still dancing. Somebody has
Got
me.
him.
Yep,
Mimic,
fucking
you're a
zoomed in out of
beast.
nowhere.
How did you
Nice,
see that?
Mimic.
I'm
closing.
Sticks, man.
Shit.
You're caught in at least 2 of them right now.
I should probably turn mine on. I haven't spent the time to.
No dies.
Ooh, he's gonna bring us down. Watch out. He's gonna bring us down.
Well, that's not near the. Might be still far enough from the.
Okay. Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm like 7 clicks. You guys are good.
Alright, don't die in impact. If you're undecoupled, watch the ground.
Yep, 24. I'm gonna pull back up. Rolling. with
Yep.
him.
Got him.
Yep.
1K away.
12 and closing.
I'm above him, so if he skyrockets up, I got him.
Okay. Taking his port side. Ooh, slow it down.
Rear shield to be down.
Not quite.
That was the question. Not a
Oh, they are.
I can't
They are not. Getting there though. Yep. Now they're down. I think.
Yeah, I hit a couple.
Yep, one's down. Yep.
That was niche. You still taking fire? Are we not halting fire here?
I went for one
Yeah.
more tap.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
You're good.
Killing the homies.
That was fun.
That was really fun. I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
And
That's-
that's with a little
that
bit
was
of
a hell of a
thrust
chase.
reduction, eh?
hmm
There's no fucking catching you on your turn and burns. Like,
Yep.
shit.
I need to get a fucking gimbal on this thing. I was just fucking hope I can hit him. I hope I can hit him.
Right.
I'm a die-hard fixed user. They're awesome.
Yeah, the game has a built-in kind of auto assist, anyways. So gimbals is kind of redundant, but
Is it?
Yeah.
mhm,
I'll have to
a little
have
bit.
somebody sit down
And-
with me fucking show me
Nah,
how to
I
use
suck
it.
at aiming, bro. Fucking
Well-
kills all fucking day.
Plus, if
50-50.
somebody's rolling and changing their inputs basically at all, gimbals are working against you because you don't have the option to try to predict. Like gimbals are going to shoot where the computer is telling you their predicted position is going to be, but if you roll and change course, that predicted position is going to be wrong every time. So you don't even have the option to
shit.
try to predict where they'll be if they're in a corkscrew or something, and you can kind of see through it and predict where they'll be. You can aim predictively, and the gimbals will not let you aim predictively. So in a way, gimbals
I
are kind of
thought I
eliminating.
just sucked ass with aiming.
No, I was corkscrewing basically that entire time, so that's why you weren't hitting me there.
Yeah, no, that was just a chase situation there, and you hope that they hit the ground in one of the maneuvers, honestly.
Yeah,
No.
which I don't usually hit the ground.
No, you're.
But some traders
You
do,
had
though,
fun.
to be fair.
Slim. Yeah, you were so slim when you were doing those rolls too. You never really pancaked or flat side. You know, it's
Mhm.
really cool.
All right.
Oh yeah, no.
Do we want to run this again? Do we want to just transition over and try to fucking ruin somebody's day?
Zuka, how you feeling, man?
I'm
Because
good. I like it.
Want another kick of the
Once
can?
you get out there and actually start doing it, dude, like you get so in your head when you're just like training, but like when it's actual players, you're just so about it, and it's a different vibe, I swear.
It's cool. I'm starting to see like the lines, like you guys are talking about the lines taken, to intersect or to merge or to correct. That's cool.
Mhm.
Nice.
That's just coming from a little prospect.
I'm gonna take out my check real quick.
Cough, cough.
All right.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely
I gotta-
think that's a badge earned, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you were keeping up with me there, I wasn't really watching, so I was focused on the chase. But if you
No,
were
I mean,
keeping
even
up,
even before that too. Just
Like regardless, the
That was pretty
absolute
good.
mechanics. Like the rest of it's just all like. How long have you honestly been playing for? Because
I've been playing for like a year and some change, but I've just been space trucking. You know what I mean?
Word.
Just been smoking bowls and chilling.
yeah,
So this is my first real taste into PvP. Or
Alright.
not. I won't say PvP, but pirating.
it's
Yeah.
non-consensual PvP. It's valid.
you're not
Virgin.
alone. I never had PvP'd in this game until I joined Chaos Squad. I don't
Yeah.
think Mimic had either.
Like
It just
there's
gets
a
so
definite
boring.
learning curve, and
Yeah.
you're shown that you all know the mechanics and the basics of it all. So yeah.
And
Alright.
just like the trucking and the mining gets so boring because you don't interact with anyone. It's
I proudly
I
own
don't
my
know,
rock. I definitely haven't
Yeah.
been in it in a year and a half now.
and it seems
So-
like with PvP you're forcibly, having to make those people interact with you. So it's at least some
Real-
form of interaction. Yeah.
Real quick, 30. Did you want to ride the Tressler, or are you gonna take your Mantis?
Well, I'm good with writing. I was wondering, are we gonna do a snare, or are we transitioning into piracy?
I did say I was
Oh.
gonna go over some snaring. Is there still some interest in a quick one over on how fishing and just that entire side of the mantis specifically works? Unfortunately, I have a bong rip pap, so I'm gonna spend a second and do that regardless. But if we want that, I'll spend some time and do it. If not, piracy.
Dude, I've been muted this whole time. Son of a bitch.
That's for you, Mimic. Do you want to do snares or no? He definitely stepped away.
Yeah, sorry, I was sending a Snapchat. It's something I would like to work on, but it's not something like that's really necessary. Like me, I'm very on about the dampeners. That's what I really love doing. And so I don't see myself like sitting at a station with my dampener on like fucking 35.
All right. Well, I'll make it really simple then. Go to the training one chat room. The last two messages are from me. And one is fishing ships, snare plan, and quantum interdiction, and the other one is fishing ships, an improved guide to quantum. Fishing ships, an improved guide to quantum is the old school method, hardcore math, figure it out, get an exact coordinate, put yourself there, put up the fishing net, and catch everything. Works 100% of the time. That whole math part and work, somebody made a website to do it. That is Snare Plan. It does all the work
No
now for you.
shit.
It's
God, I love this community.
right, like, so there's another link above it for that one. Has everything you'll need. I'll leave it to you to do some research. It's beautifully written. The guy who did it, he taught me everything I know, and it's all you need.
This dude's
Cool.
professional. Thing's bolded. He's got graphs.
Right? So if you want an actual like hands-through walkthrough, the GeoGebra app that he uses to actually do the coordinate finding, I have a lot of experience now doing it. I can walk you through that app specifically. Snare plan, click things, play with it, you'll figure it out pretty quick. If you read the actual thread as well, it'll teach you all of the specifics. There's a really good video by, I want to say Cutlet or something.
I think I fell asleep watching that last night. Not gonna lie.
It's fucking really well done, and honestly,
Man's
the
falling asleep studying, dude.
right.
Dude, I
Welcome to
am.
Star Citizen. I love this game. Fuck. But yeah, that'll teach you absolutely everything you could know about it. The information, especially in the video, is extremely outdated. I don't think those distances work with the current state of the game. Like, I don't really think moon-to-moon snares are possible. They say otherwise. I call bullshit. There's some distances with how close you can be.
Last night,
Yeah.
like there was a lot of distance. I think the furthest they got from it was 35 kilometers away.
Yeah, I don't think
Sorry,
that's.
my bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's far enough away to actually be able to interdict them, because the acceleration period when they first start the quantum jump, I don't think you can interrupt that, and that
Yeah,
lasts
no,
for a period of
was-
time.
So what they were testing out is like how far, like, so say that you're going to point A to point B, somebody sat in front of point B and they were testing out how far you could take the snare out, but that video was made like 2 years ago, so
Yeah.
I don't know if the numbers are still correct on that.
Like, yeah, it's tough. I always side with a huge amount of caution and try to do
Right.
the extreme, because the further away you get and the more distance between where you leave and where you want to snare them going to, the further away you get, the narrower their transition potential gets, and the more secure you're getting with your snare, the further out they can taxi away. So
And like the other thing is too is like I've been like QED for a handful of times, and not like once have I ever like we were like, oh, let's go snare this place, or like go sit up for a snare or anything like that. So it's not something like,
Because sitting on a snare line is very fucking boring.
hey,
yeah,
I love
I
it.
feel like it's not something that we really do.
I have like
I-
hours and hours of YouTube footage. No, like
There have been times
fucking
when, like,
weeks
on the-
of
on the-
YouTube footage of me just sitting there fucking fishing.
The really high traffic lanes, you could get a catch every 10 to 15 minutes.
Right.
Back
Back in
so
the heyday of
when times are
Lyria and
right,
shit.
Fucking goated.
Yeah.
It's a really powerful tactic to use, but lately there hasn't been a lot of need.
Nope. Nope.
So it's gonna pop off eventually.
There'll
Dude,
be a
jump
use,
down,
and like
it's
eventually
fun.
you'll be able to quantum interdict NPCs and shit, so it's going to be a completely different dynamic as well. And game's constantly evolving. Whatever you think you know about the game in another 2 months is going to be irrelevant. So
Fucking A.
just
My
fucking enjoy
biggest
the
thing,
ride.
man, is it's gonna be Mr. Mimic, the master of QEDs. I'm gonna be teaching this class one day. Just you watch.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
appreciate it. Not that I
Hey,
don't enjoy
Dirty.
doing it, but
Yep.
It's exhausting.
If we're gonna
Right.
transition to actual like piracy and hunting, I'm gonna suggest we try out Crusader or Hurston, because I've just been cycling at Microtech for like 30-40 minutes now. There is nothing here, nothing
happening.
anywhere.
Fucking A. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Well, what's today? Today's only Tuesday. Is there a lot of stuff popping off on Tuesday nights usually?
Traders
we
never
can get
stop.
hits. Yeah,
Any day.
any night of the fucking week.
any moment, anytime, somebody's logging in somewhere and doing a loop that we want to profitize off. There's gold sales in whatchamacallit's place, Hurston.
Daymar SED1.
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah.
Daymar it is.
That actually, my bounty was at SED1 for the longest time, so there might be
Oh, that snow
enough
guy. He said
bounty.
he's going to Ghost Hollow.
oh, maybe. So maybe
He
the
said in
bounty
chat.
hunter activity made it less compelling for traders? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
If there's a bunch of people just PvPing there, there's no point in us being there.
We're wheels down at Tressler, Dirty.
Oh, I'm in my Mantis. I'm
Didn't realize you ever got out.
stuck out. I'm gonna go over to Hurston to refuel the Mantis and just see if anybody's hanging out over on Ariel.
Nord's in QT to Crusader and S1 drive, so it'll take forever.
I don't have enough jump
Yeah,
to do the
I
straight
don't-
jump to Crusader, so I'm gonna go Hurston as well for now.
I don't know if any of you guys were there, but the few months back, I was still a prospect. I'm pretty sure. Jumptown was going on, and those two orgs got together and they like set up an event. They wanted to fight over Jumptown, and one of the orgs asked us to help run interference. So we filled up between all three orgs a full 100-person server.
That's
and
right
we were
after I
just-
joined back, wasn't it? I remember that.
I don't know. I was actually probably one of the first times I had played with you. And,
Yeah, I was running that snare
we were
line.
just
That was
running.
a shit show.
Yeah, we were just running snares to keep the players that died from going back to reinforce the fight, and then another snare somewhere else to try and intercept drug shipments that were making it out. Dude, it was a fucking blast.
That was an interesting experience. That
It was sheer and utter chaos. There was
Yeah.
so many fucking people dying.
Everybody was just killing everybody. Every now and again, somebody would jump in and be like, "Yo, did you just kill this ship?" "Yeah, dude, that's one of us." And then like 5 minutes would go by, and one of our guys would randomly get murked by another one of their ships passing through. Because it's just like so many fucking factions everywhere. Oh, that was cool.
It was fun as fuck.
What
though, 'cause,
ores
like,
were you working with?
I don't even remember.
One of them was stars, and
Okay.
then
I was in their Discord for a minute.
Okay, before we go off on another tangent, is there any other questions in dealing with this whole QED bullshit, or can we jump into piracy chat and I can stop pretending to be smart?
Yeah, all good.
Or even like, even little things like if you have questions about decoupled
Word.
flight or the systems or anything, we all can try to answer
Yeah.
those too.
Good opportunity for knowledge.
So if you do, well, here's one then. If you're going to go decoupled, is it almost better just to fly the Cuddy Blue?
No.
Versus the Mantis,
Yeah.
I think
You
they're
can't compare different.
yeah. They both don't suffer. So they both don't suffer from penalty to the flight model with the gear down. So you can do the gear down trick either way.
Yeah.
The Mantis is higher in acceleration, so you have more like instantaneous ability to make maneuvers. But also it's also easier to fuck up if you're in like a 0G moon and you can go 1300 all of a sudden. And so it's like whatever you get comfortable with. I'd say you do that first.
I have
Wait,
noticed
is
that
any
the skills
comms?
are... Sorry?
is any QED still in Microtech?
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a Connie Andromeda Tressler. Looks like he's about to jump planet side.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like, I found that the skills are pretty transferable, like, having jumped into some huge heavy ships.
Yeah.
Flying them, like, my default comes in unlimited with decoupled now, and it's just the same shit, just slower. Like,
Okay.
it's very familiar to have it always kind of act in the same way as well like that, so...
Yeah, I'd say
you
the
just kinda get
blue-
flow.
Yeah.
I would say the Blue is a very middle of the road ship in terms of maneuverability and like rotation speeds and whatnot. So if you get used to the Blue, going to something like the Mantis, you'll have the base skills from the Blue will transfer well. You'll just have extra room for like harder turns and stuff. So I think the Blue is probably a good, like, it's not super fragile. It's not super maneuverable, but it's maneuverable enough to be basically playable. Like that would be my 2 cents.
No, I dig it, yeah.
I'm headed to Hearst and that Connie. He looked like he ended up jumping a Crusader.
All right, I'll head to Hurston also.
I'm heading there, but it's gonna take a jump and a half, so. Dude, I fucking love little ships. I love just to pick up and just go. I love them, but goddamn, dude, get a big gas tank.
Yeah, little ships are my favorite. What you need is the Atlas quantum drive. You can get everywhere with the Atlas.
Yeah.
I need to buy a new quantum
You're
drive
right
for
on
this.
that one.
Want my
frickin'
blue with the XL1
Mantis.
back, god damn it.
Right? Been flying the Mantis so long that I'm just used to fucking two-legging any major jump. Like,
Priya, do you want to use my Blue? I can just pull something else.
I mean, you could just pull two, theoretically.
Right, yeah. Do you want one?
When we get to
Mine works.
Hearst, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna go let my dog out real quick. Piss some before. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Good training. That was fun.
Oh yeah. I thought
Yeah,
we were gonna
so
go up to
sure.
piracy chat.
Oh.
I'm gonna go there now. Yep. I think. How do I end it?
Kill.
Did I not start it so I can't end it? That's funny.
Oh, do I have to end it? It's fucking lame.
Oh boy. I come back to my desk and I am 30 kilometers from Crusader, so I timed it perfect.
I don't know how to end it, so I'm just gonna leave the channel.
All right.
Fucking
Oh,
deep
there it is.
fried, like super deep fried shit post, and one of the frames that like flew across the screen was the
Dirty,
Cena
can you
pic,
pull
and I
Zuka
had
up?
like a guttural. I was like, oh my god, that's me, and I was like, wait a second, no, it's not. That's just this fucking dumb profile picture I've had for so long. It's been like incorporated into my recognition. I was like, what the fuck?
The Mr. Mimic that I have, it's a super shitty screenshot from the emblem I made in Black Ops 2.
Yo.
So, the chick that I've been talking to who's been doing my tattoos, she's drawing me up a new avatar.
That's cool. I remember Black Ops 2 had such a good emblem editor. It was so fun. Like half my time spent in that game was just making like rage comic shit posty
Yeah, no,
emblems.
honestly.
Which
Dude,
is
my
really fun.
emblem, that Mr. Mimic, I had it on t-shirts. I had it on hoodies. Like,
That's awesome.
That was like right before I graduated high school, and I was guaranteed that I was like gonna be a Twitch streamer. Yeah, no, that didn't. No.
I just started building my Twitch channel last night. I think I want to start streaming.
I use YouTube for free storage. That's the only reason why I've ever put a stream up. It works really well for that. What's
See,
weird is people watch that shit. I don't get it. Good luck.
That's exactly. So when they were moving my furniture into my new apartment, they're like, "Are you gonna start streaming and shit?" I was like, "Nah."